Hey guys, what is up? Back with another video today. And today we're going to be looking at the long-range outlook for a catastrophic storm. That'll probably be one of the biggest storms of the year. But before that, please consider liking and subscribing, as this really helps boost my channel and tells YouTube that you guys want to see more of my videos. With that said, let's get into the video. Now we're going to be looking at three things. We're going to be looking at the long-range precipitation outlooks. We're going to be looking at the ocean analysis for the oceans, and then we're also going to be looking at the temperature models for today. As I will tell you something at the end of the video, I'll tell you something about the hurricane season at the end of the video. So stay tuned for that. Anyways, let's get into it. So, 6 hours from now, which will be tomorrow morning, as of recording, that's I'm recording this at 8 p.m. So, on 2 a.m. tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time, this is what it's going to be looking like. We have a 997 low pressure over the tri-state area between Iowa, Nebraska, and South Dakota, which will basically have some light to moderate rain and snow showers across the Rockies and stretching down into the Midwest over the Mississippi River. Moving this along, by the time we go later into the 8th, things look calm except for something brewing on the coast of British Columbia. Otherwise, some scattered rain and snow showers over the Midwest and some scattered rain showers over the deep south. By the time we get to the 9th, some supercells will fire up with a 999, I believe, low pressure. As you can see, this doesn't look like much, but it will be later. Also, some scattered wind and some showers are starting to pop up in the Rockies. But as you can see later on the 9th, it looks like severe supercells will develop for 1002 low pressure center. But, yeah. Now, what happens here is just pay attention to the small circulation of general low pressure, because that will be important for later. Right now, by the time we get to the 10th, this storm has really got a lot stronger. While the main low that caused it is 993 down in Mexico, that low is starting to fire off. And eventually you can see that the 1003 low pressure has developed, bringing along a cold front and a line of rain showers across the interior northeast down into the Midwest and south. These will continue to produce severe weather, and due to the insane jet stream, the 1003 low went up into the Hudson Bay. Meanwhile, this 999 low reforms and creates massive supercells over Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas, Illinois, Missouri, Kentucky, and Tennessee. Now, I don't know what we'll expect, but these looks like some bad storms. Dew points around 66 in Cape is in not exactly good wind shear, so we could see around maybe a slight risk of severe weather, maybe? I don't know, we'll have to see, because that's for the 11th. It's currently the 7th, so it's 4 days from now. But anyways, this does look like it develops a bit, becoming a 996 before kind of breaking off into two separate systems. The smaller generalized low and the bigger 984 low. Now this is not the catastrophic storm. This does look like it is going to produce a lot of heavy rain and eventually heavy snow while moving out of the interior northeast. You can say it takes something like this. Now, pay attention, you probably should pay attention to this 996 low that's formed off of California. As watch what it's about to do on the 14th. No, look at this low right here. I meant that's what I say. I meant this low right here. This one is not going to be much, but look at what this 995 low. It quickly deepens, becoming a 983 on the 15th, and heavy scattered rain and snow showers are going to be in the area. Now this thing develops into a monster by early morning 16th, with a 978 low pressure center over Nebraska. That is a very strong low pressure. You could literally see how many waves it has. This is going to be a monster. And look what it does later. A 975 low pressure center over South Dakota. Look at this. This is a very catastrophic storm. Heavy rain could be impacting the areas east of this line. And these areas, snow over 1 to 2 feet could be impacting along this line, and ice up to 1/2 an inch could be along this line. And look how it's bending the jet stream. The jet stream is literally doing this. An omega block is forming. The good news, since this omega block is forming, it's gonna completely rip apart this storm. You can see it becoming a 976, which just amplifies that snow and freezing rain. Look at that. And some severe weather could develop too. Let me look at that. Yes, definitely. Some severe weather very well could develop, I would say. Now, thankfully, because of the wild jet stream, which is literally bending around almost the whole country, will see warmth. It's going to bend literally the whole country around, and it's going to fly into Canada. However, then you can see some severe weather begin to develop. Let's check this area. Yeah, that is that is looking pretty severe weathery right there. But again, this is the 18th. This is literally 11 days out, so we can't really quite tell. But as you can see, this low gets ripped up into the Hudson Bay, and what's left is a own separate system, a 1006 low pressure center centered over western Tennessee, bringing along severe weather to the south. And let's look at these severe weather again. We're going to take effect wind shear and wind shear looks. My goodness. Well, dew points this could be bad. I do think that this could be really bad. That one's going to probably be bad. It's going to move along, eventually becoming a 998 into the interior northeast by the 20th. With some rain and snow over the interior northeast stretching into the Appalachians. This is going to become a 991, 90. Yeah, it's going to kind of literally, but look what it does though. It's going to swirl. This might cause issues because when the swirl happens, it usually means bad weather. Like very severe weather is about to happen. And look at that 90-degree turn. So, yes, the severe weather for the next few days looks really bad in the Dixie Alley. But look what it does. It swirls up around the cold block before coming back down and whipping the interior northeast a second time. It just had to get revenge. Meanwhile, another low forms off the coast of the northeast by the 23rd, which is almost May, believe it or not. And we're going to still see snow showers in New York and Pennsylvania. Think about that. It's almost May, but we're still seeing snow showers. But anyway, that's going to end off the models, but we still got more to cover. Going into the ocean analysis, we know this is going to be a short one, but we know we're going to be, you see this is an El Nino right now. However, you can see some cold is starting to rupture off the coast of Ecuador, in Peru, which means that we're going to be transitioning into storms. Just follow my cursor, going up through the north here. So that is going to be interesting. And lastly, let's look at the temperature models. Go to the GFS. And yeah, we're not going to be looking at this. We're going to be looking at right here. And you can see there's a very weird thing happening. Warm air is dipping into the south, but we have cold air surrounded on either sides of it. By the time we hit the 8th, it looks like this cold front separates off and eventually dies out before reforming and pushing the warm out. And now, onto our, look at this insane jet stream here. This is an omega block. I've talked about it in many videos past. Look what it's doing. This is the omega block, and it's forcing the jet stream around it. That's exactly what I've been talking about. And look, it spreads northeast, just like we talked about. But eventually this gets averaged out, so I really, this just gets averaged out, so. Yeah, but 3 days ago, I'm just going to point out on the 4th, it was deeply cold. Temperatures as low as 34 degrees below normal were expected in the West Virginia area. Temperatures going into winter. So that was an interesting time, but yeah. You can see that cold, warm, yeah, you get it, right? So anyways, yeah. Anyways, that's going to end off our video for today. Hope you like the long-range outlooks we're going to be covering here. We're going to start doing more of those. I want to shift between explaining weather phenomenon and explaining long-range outlooks. So, yeah, hope you guys are excited for those videos. Anyways, have a good day, night, wherever you are. And goodbye, everyone.